This weekend in Nottingham, it's Leigh Wood versus Josh Warrington 2. It's going to be a great event. It's a proper UK domestic grudge match. It's a sellout in the Nottingham arena. I think it's a fantastic fight to make. Both fighters are at a very similar stage in their career. Whereas when they first met, again, it was similar. They both just held or held world titles. And it was the fight to see if they could stay at that level. Leigh Wood came out on top with a stoppage victory, although Josh Warrington had been boxing his ears off previous to the stoppage. It was a tough night for Leigh Wood up until the point that he caught him and dropped him. And Josh Warrington was boxing beautifully. And it's a great fight because the styles clash so perfectly. So Warrington's got a naturally dirty style where he comes in raids and he comes in with the behind the straight shots and then loops in the hooks. And that's why the hooks land on the back of the head, because his head and his body go first and then his feet follow second, which is why he gets his distances a little bit wrong and ends up a little bit closer than what he perhaps should be. And that's why the shots come around the back of the head. And that's what Leigh Wood complains about. Whereas Leigh Wood's probably going to want to sit in a little bit deeper, control the pace behind the jab, and then walk Josh Warrington onto something, rather than going after and chasing him. It's probably going to be Leigh Wood in the centre of the ring, Warrington around the outside, trying to come in with his fast raids, score his points and get out of there before Leigh Wood can detonate anything big. I think it's a really good fight because we know Warrington's going to bring that work rate. He's always high energy. He's going to bring that work rate, but Leigh Wood has that neutralising power. So they contrast each other and blend each other out really well, because if Josh Warrington switches off again for that split second, he's going to find himself in trouble. But if he can maintain the concentration levels and raid in and out and box in and out all night, then it's going to be a tough night for Leigh Wood. Previously, we've seen Leigh Wood box orthodox and southpaw, and last time against Warrington, it was predominantly southpaw. But this is where the issue becomes, because he needs to control the jab, and he struggled to do that last time from the southpaw stance because he leaves it low. And because he was leaving it low, it was giving Warrington the ability to come in over the top. So instead, this time, I think we'll probably see him more orthodox and trying to walk him onto a big right hand on the way in, albeit last time he did get the stoppage in southpaw. So it's all about who can produce what and who's still got what. Wood had a very tough last fight against Kakachi. He got stopped in that one. So is he going to lose that little bit of an edge? Is he going to struggle to find that trigger? And then Warrington's not looked great in his last couple either. So again, will the bigger occasion bring the best out of the boys, or are we seeing two fighters who are just slightly dropping down the levels and probably might not be able to find what they once had? So I think it's a really interesting fight. Either way, I think it's going to be action-packed, drama-filled, hopefully a little bit of controversy for us fans again. One that